tick clocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Hello, my name is Miss C.O.Z and I shall be your play-by-play analyst today. Today we are playing some more Battlefield 5. As you can see, the squad is ready up. It was a little bit of a tough game in the previous round as well, especially for C.O.Z over here, a new player. She's going to be trying out Medic this time. It's a recommended new class in good new play class in Battlefield 5. But we're going to get right onto it. She's decided to go for a Sten. She's trying to customize stuff, but I don't think she has that many options to. Will it be a crushing loss, or will this time maybe there may just be the slimmer of victory? We'll have to see right away. Still customizing over there. Oh, I'm telling you right now, Battlefield 5 has some amazing customizability options. And on that note too as well, with the Battlefield 6 beta set to launch as well, with Dom Awesome so-called streaming it, and I'm one of his mods as well. I've got into the Battlefield spirit myself, having downloaded Battlefield 5. Today we are going to be seeing the teams play Strategic Conquest. Alright, we're onto the map now. It looks like they're spawning. They're playing Britain side as well. Good. Homeland. Or are we going to capture and hold the objectives? Oh no, Miss C.O.Z had spawned in without a freaking pistol. Well, she is new to this class, so we will cut her a little bit of slack as well. Okay, she's charging up the hill too. And going for B. Hopefully that pistol will come in handy, I guess, for a quicker kill. Whilst not having a primary weapon, it can be good to get a few headshots in. If she could switch to it, stay behind her teammates. A medic is a vital position to play, you know, handing out those healing bags as well, keeping the team alive. 599 tickets, 596 close so far. And for those who are not familiar with Battlefield, as you know, when the team runs out of tickets, they run out of respawn options as well. So discrepancy between tickets, the greater it is, it means the better one team is doing as well, because they got 599, 594, first kill down, 597. Ooh, caught up very quickly. Team is under pressure. Okay, A, B, D currently being captured. So far the team, blue team, or Britain as we say, hold a significant advantage, with the enemy only having D and E. Objective C taken. Healer trait, Miss C.O.Z still currently learning how to heal her teammates. It's good positioning over there, backed up right behind a teammate and taking cover behind a rock over here as well. Chalky Hawkins has proved a really good player as well. Experience, always going on for those pushes and kills. I do believe he's playing recon class, taking it from the long range, sniping and killing enemies off tactically. Looks like they may be pushing D over here. Miss C.O.Z just camping behind the rock. There, and her first heal, getting Chalky back up there. Oh, but not quite being able to finish it. Sniped right by a recon sniper. And these snipers are pretty deadly as well. It all comes down to map knowledge. A great positioning there, significant positioning, enough to stop a revive from Miss C.O.Z as well. She's calling for help right now, but will she be able to stay in the game? So it's a very close score in terms of the kit so far. 584, 560. The enemy are gaining on fast, unless Chalky, C.O.Z and the team manage to come up with a significant pushing and pressure on the enemy. Oh! Trying again with a pistol. This setup really isn't working. An error. Fatal newbie mistake. It looks like she's reconsidering her options too. Taken down by a field medic. Chalky disappearing too. Not being able to provide or support or help for her teammates with this weapon either. She could have easily taken that down. That was a missed opportunity right away. But it doesn't look like a good start for her. Will she be able to turn this around as well and provide more help to her team? Well, a question remains to be seen. B. All right, now they're feeling some pressure, off to a good start, but a rough few engagements over there. Not being able to get Chalky back into the game was a significant error on the team's part. And yet the enemy are still being downed, which says a lot about the nature of this team. They've got some really great players over here. They're pushing. Miss C.O.Z is a completely new player too, so she's decided to try Medic. Less aggressive but she's still trying to find out where can she fit into the team over here. Looks like she's starting with fortifications. Nice work there, and she's now building up the fortifications around C. And this is really good, because because as a new player as well, it's always good to maybe start on the defensive too, where you can get a little bit more easy kills as well, staying there, strengthening what they already have. It looks like the team has pushed for A, B, C, and D after that failed medic attempt. It looks like she's staying back. She's changed her playstyle, but she's got herself the Sten over here as well. The Sten and Type are pretty good beginner weapons, very fast SMG, so good for close range kills too. Still looking around, getting used to the fortification system. Let's go, more building points over there. Okay, C is under attack. C is under pressure near the cabins. Oh, yes, in her first engagement, 22 enemy hit. And an ally down as well. Oh, and she gets her first kill. Now open for an ample opportunity to bring up her teammate. That was good. Let's go. This is the kind of level of gameplay that we need to see here. Constant aggression, but also that balance that a medic has to apply in making sure they deal with the enemy threat first and then bringing back up their team there. Oh, an explosion there. Pressure is getting high. They're pushing E, staying with the teammates now. More teammates going down between the engagements. All right, requesting medical kit supplies as well. Comes back down the other side, spots an enemy. Waiting, taking cover. Another shot, double kill. Oh, but just about being sniped, these pesky snipers, but being revived again. Some great teamwork there. 2 kills down and some great pushing there as well. But it looks like that. It looks like the. Wow, okay. Looks like the person who was trying to revive her either died or disappeared. This is Battlefield 5, all about massive engagement, with vehicles, with infantry as well across massive areas. Chalky Hawkins requesting a medical supply. Good over there. C.O.Z getting the rhythm of things now. Sometimes it just requires a little bit of a warm-up, a rough start. But it looks like we're going into it now. She's sitting behind Chalky as well. Oh, Douglas has joined too. This is great. We got a trio here as well. We're scoping that lane, being very careful. C.O.Z seems to be enjoying this. She wants to push straight away. Some good communication there between the teammates, despite the fact she doesn't have a mic and is a solo player. She's utilizing everything that she has inside her bag, trying her best to contribute to the team, even if she's in the highest level player, and trying to opt to go for one of her first good games, as all of them have been rough so far. She's playing, it's a tactical conquest, a really good game, easy to learn the maps, and the objectives are a little bit more closer to each other as well. She can predict lanes and stay near her teammates a lot better without having to go into a tank for ages, and you know how that is in strategic conquest. As a complete noob to the series, cabins under pressure, connecting with the enemy. Good shot, staying behind Douglas again, obviously using an SMG, can't close the range. Clever, well-timed frag there, but under pressure, an explosive. Ducking behind again. There you go. The smoke has been there. Supporting Douglas with everything she can. Yes, connected with the enemy. Ball streak, headshot. A defensive kill. This is what I'm talking about. Douglas is down. Will she be able to help him? Come to revive him. Staying prone and crouched. Yes, she brings Douglas back up as well. This is great support play we are seeing over here. Douglas back in, pushing DD is under pressure as well. It looks like once the enemy hasn't managed to push back and the discrepancy is big, 420 to 502. It's, how Battlefield is. It seems like the enemy can turn the tide of the game at any point if they capture D or C or manage to get into the mid-map where they're contested too. And it's, of course, all about the support of the tanks as well, the support of the planes that come in there, which are vital, but it looks like there's full-on infantry engagement here. Things are getting hot. Again, using SMG, assisting her team where she can. She can't really close the range. She's not playing recon. A good revive there as well, keeping everybody alive, staying behind cover. This is some good, clever gameplay there, playing it smart, holding back, letting them fight the engagements, the big guns. All right, checking everything clear. She's now pushing down the bridge too. They're going for E. And it looks like once they get E, it is good because C is contested as well. A and D. Another great kill there and a great spot from the left of the map. Clearing and paving the way for her team. Again, another medical resupply there. So much great support and gameplay here. They are just annihilating already on E. Straight away, B and C are contested, but E has been taken for goal! Taking an SMG shot all the way from... that was fantastic. 590 capturing. Very, very good. They're onto the move there. Ooh, looks like cover is being breached, though. On assault from the right. And up, obviously, you've got to be careful because these higher mountains and stuff, always pesky, good place where enemies just camp. and score is still staying positive. All right, behind the sandbags as well. And conquest capture. It looks like D and E have been captured. But things are crazy now. The enemy has taken A, B, and C. So despite being able to take all of these points, it looks like they've switched the positioning of the map a bit. We started off with, the blue team very, very clearly having A, B, C, and D, and E as well. And it looks like the tide has turned. As I said, Battlefield 5 is unpredictable. Get ready. Playing it careful now. Spotted an enemy down there because she's seen that her enemy, the enemy's taken down her ally, but another brilliant kill. Safe and secure and good. Chucking the healing supplies there as well. This is absolutely phenomenal. Again, the team, thanks to all these micro moves. Chalky Hawkins, we know him, great player there, picking up the ammo, resupply there. This is absolutely great. Despite the fact that the enemy managed to catch up to them, it's reversed once more with this phenomenal aggressive gameplay and teamwork we're seeing from the blue team. An enemy hit there, taking cover. But will she be able to find 2+2? Or will it be a fail? Chalky Hawkins down. And taking on that enemy and an assist. Bring it in, Chalky. That's what I'm saying. Always getting the best players back into the action. The most aggressive one. Oh, but a squad revive failed. Valiant attempts. In the end, Dane and Lewis were positioned there. We're seeing a lot of snipers and strategically positioned enemies really, really taking them out. 344 so far. Tickets 454. So we got a pretty good ratio there. I do believe that blue team has significant advantage despite them having a few bumps as well. We're expecting Douglas now. He's got the Panzer out and he's pushing down this lane over here. That's so good. I'm spectating and spawned on squad. It's always good to spawn on the squad, especially when they're doing a push. The more the merrier. Battlefield is a proper team game as well, especially with the massive maps, as C.O.Z is learning inside her gameplay and understanding of Battlefield 5 too, and knowing that the class system is pretty similar in the other games as well. So it'll be interesting to see what a change Battlefield 6 is from Battlefield 5. Again, things are getting hot too. It seems to me that there's really good coordination and communication, which is why the team are doing fantastically. Look how they're using all the comms, despite the fact that there are no mics. For those who aren't using mics as well, getting straight to A, holding the artillery in placement, going for Alpha. Going prone really, really helps here. She spotted an enemy over there. All right, they're holding it. The hills are always dangerous, but it looks like that the place is clear for now. They're getting ample time to bring up artillery once more. C, D, E on the threat. It's E that they've got to worry about. The enemy is holding the position, but it looks like C, D have changed interchangeably. The enemy's taking advantage every time they rotate objective. Obviously, the enemy is going in there to contest them. We know how it is. Very similar to how domination works across regular first-person shooters as well. It's about holding the right objectives at the right time. That mix of defensive and offensive play as well, making sure you don't leave your defensive position too quickly. Fortification, which we saw earlier from C.O.Z as well. Chalky Hawkins' aggressive gameplay as a recon, and Douglas taking on engagements. The whole team is pushing together, pushing up the hill. We're seeing great communication, trying to get it at range but not quiet. Again, connecting with it, but she may want to use a weapon that serves long range, perhaps more of an assault rifle or mid-range rather than an SMG. And a good revive there as well. It's getting dangerous. To succeed in the push, they really need all of their teammates up and running to give the enemy the maximum pressure that they can. Going a little bit more closer towards C, and they'll be able to balance out the game with 3 out of 5 objectives captured on the map. They need to be turning the tides over here because, yes, the enemy has got C, D, and E, and whilst having lower tickets, as it seems, their aggression is going on. Another great offensive kill from C.O.Z right over there. You can see the gameplay has truly improved. Another medical resupply request. Okay, and down here, reviving. That's good. Getting her teammates back up, utilizing the cover. Playing it smart, playing it careful, and Muller happy! An offensive kill! They really are succeeding on the push in. This is just absolutely great to see. Battlefield 5 experiencing that true adrenaline, that moment of victory. Yeah, the capturing 5, C currently under pressure. Doing well on the cabins, but will they be able to finish it? Explosions there, the enemy are responding with really heavy fire. Lots of artillery there. Got the medical kit. again, self-heal. Oh, and takes that opportunity behind the cover to snag another kill. Looks like that was a very bad, well-planned attack there. There was a lot of the enemies on blue there. And you've got a medic hiding behind the rock, and it is game over. Oh, but an explosion takes her out. So as you can see, the enemy are non-stop pushing, despite the fact that it looks like it should be a clean sweep. The enemy are actually coming back with a lot of firepower. Now I know the discrepancy between the teams is almost by 100 tickets, meaning that clearly the red team, they're sustaining a lot of hits and losses, but that doesn't mean that there isn't significant pressure applied from them. We've seen a couple of times how the squad has lost their grasp over the strategic objectives and positioning, fortifications being built here. Look at that pressure coming then, and the way to deal with this pressure is definitely to fortify as well, which is a key aspect. But also, although C.O.Z being a newer player hasn't been able to utilize vehicles properly, we can see that her team clearly is. Although inside this game, we're seeing that they're literally charging in infantry-wise, going together, working as a team, pushing for those objectives. We've seen a lot of good plays between Chalky and Douglas as well. Miss C.O.Z has stayed near Chalky quite a bit. Chalky Hawkins is a phenomenal player. Always seeing him snipers. There's Douglas again. Trying to connect with him. Oh, Douglas is down. Oh, and failing to just about revive him. Checking the score. She's still going positive as well. You can imagine how thrilled she must be at this moment. And trying to request a revive. Looks like Chalky Hawkins has left the squad. What a loss! What a loss for the squad. Chalky was doing phenomenally well. What could it have been? And sometimes it is the fact that when a player leaves that it can cause disaster for the players. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, so we're spectating the Dougal now. Back to him and iMac. Alright. One of them is taking the upper position. Douglas joins iMac. They've got a couple of players over here as well. Are they going for B? Feels like he may look hesitant as well. Oh, well, they're doing that teabag up and down, typical. B and E. And it looks like C.O.Z is back on the spawn again. She spawned with Douglas. So we can see some great teamwork here between the two players. Perhaps she empathizes with the fact that he's trying so hard to push. And so she's reviving him as well. Medics do have to stay close to often aggressive players too. Are pretty good at with pushes too. All right, taking cover behind the sandbags. Yes, a nice well-timed frag there. She can't really find that much success using this SMG or class setup for long-range kills, but she does try. And I think credit to her for the effort of trying to use an SMG at mid-range, long-range. I don't think she's quite got her formula right yet, but I feel like she's getting a better idea of how to play a medic. Previously in her games, and what we've seen of C.O.Z records, they've been absolutely hideous. She's been playing in an assault class, and while she has been pushing the objective, she hasn't been able to find much success with the M1 Grand or the other weapons too, or with mid-range to long-range assault rifle. So perhaps it was the SMG. The fact that we can see she's playing smart, utilizing cover because she's a less experienced player behind her teammates, while still helping them and contributing significantly. And teamwork really is key over here. You don't have to be the most highest killing player to make a substantial difference. And it's true, she might not hit the top 5, but look how much reviving she's been doing. A great capture there. Another request for a medical kit. They are asking for her. She is the cogs within this clock. And the clock is A, B, C, D. 299 tickets, 167. They've just gone down to the 299 mark. But it looks like the enemy is now suffering a blow. This game is turning around for them. Despite the enemy's attempts to contest them, these revives, these plays, that aggression and pressure and that teamwork we can see with them all charging in together. That is the way of Battlefield 5. This has been an absolute pleasure to cast. Also in there with the fortifications, a mix of offensive and defensive kills too. All the team is utilizing their strength, and we've seen some fantastic communication across the team too, right across the bridge. I think just checking down there for B to see if she can push it. May have been able to readjust her expectations, but Douglas seems to have joined the fray. I'm coming down here too. And it looks like we have a new squad member too. Squid Pig 08 joined the squad. That's fantastic. Will Squid Pig 8 prove to be a success, or will we see maybe a lackluster gameplay? We'll have to see. One squad member, one high performing squad member is enough. As we can see, we have a very high performer on their team too. Hence, the less pressure that she needs to be getting. Okay, again, taking this lane. They've got the high grounds. They got significant advantage. Throwing bandage. It's not about killing over here. She's just playing it cool. She's just waiting. Some great tactical gameplay from the team. As we can see, smoke bombs are going off to mask the lane. The enemy is getting bamboozled and confused. Look at the turn of the tide. 98, 97. The tickets are being used up. Yes, the deaths. The deaths are racking up on the enemy team. There they are, swarming in again. The freaking A team again on the bridge, having lost E, but they are relentless. Going to capture it again. And a reload over there. Again, swaying, strafing towards the rocks. Ooh! But there have been some casualties on the team too. Despite that, still keeping them alive. A medic. A medic is the key to this. Less tickets used up if someone stays inside the game. This is absolutely crazy. Some deaths, it's not, you can see that almost half the meter has gone down on the blue side as well. But no, not significant compared to the 62. A full recapture on E. A great revive there. We have almost won. And that beautiful message for the team has popped up. All of their effort to secure a victory like this. The highs and flies, the emotions of this game, the pressure that came up, casualties sustained. Despite that, so many offensive kills, defensive kills too. Chalky leaving the squad did prove a little bit of a stunt there, but it looks like despite the effort, despite the mess of that, they still have been able to thrive. They completely whacked the enemy. Victory isn't near in sight. They just have to secure it now. E under contest right now. C also, and B and D being challenged. But I don't think the enemy are going to be able to turn the tide around with only 29 tickets, 28. Oh! An offensive messed up! C.O.Z is on a streak right now! Bringing Douglas back up again. It seems that Douglas has had a really, really bad day. Again, she was thinking defensively around the fortifications. E is being captured. Or will they go for it? Or will they just stay with what they have? A, B, C, and D. Objectives have gone down. Looks like it's towards the closing final bits of the game. Okay, E. Oh! Miss Cole's being attacked, but a devastating blow sends her out of the game for a little bit. The enemy's hoping to deal a significant advantage, but we know clearly we can see a victory. 7. I can just feel the countdown here right now. 5, 4, 3. It's destructive for the enemy. We're spectating Douglas right now. Again, all of them working together. Smoke fire, blocking the enemy's lane. Constant pressure, constant aggression. We see them working together. It looks like they're pushing D. D captured. Two tickets left on the enemy's team, and one more, and they've secured that victory. I can smell it. I can smell it right in my ears, and that doesn't even make any sense. 211-0. A start where they experienced a lot of pressure, a rough start for C.O.Z as well, but when she switched up and started to learn how to play medic, combined with these absolute MVPs, Treachery, Judy, bringing in the kills there, Cypher, Sniper, and we also saw a lot of sniping going on with Chalky Hawkins as well. Douglas constantly going in there, lots of revives and clever kills, taking the enemy out, using the cover, utilizing it, taking all those lanes and constantly applying pressure every time the objectives switch, every time the enemy came for them. It doesn't matter what happened, they always came back and took their claim. Thank you very, very much for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed the C.O.Z cast. See you next time.